Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Duel Academy video. I'm Viper, and I'm here with Connor.
Yo, yo, how's it going?
Um, we hope you guys enjoyed our last episode, um, and we do we are grateful for the um, views our videos are getting. Um, we do enjoy making these videos, and obviously, you know what's this character's name again?
Soulburner.
Soulburner. Obviously, you know what deck we're gonna be doing. So it's obviously Salamangreat. Um, So skill is Rise from the Valley of Flames, which basically gives you
An extra field spell.
extra field spell and another Heat Leo. So deck we're going with is one Gazelle, one Lady Debug, one Jaguar, three Foxy, one Bison, one Falco, one Fowl, one Mia, two Silent Mining, three MST, three Solomon Great Circle, one Solomon Great Sanctuary, Solomon Great Raw, just one off, and Treacherous. Extra deck, we're running two Heat Leos, three Sunlight Wolf, and three Bale Links. So, as most people are aware, that this deck is it's basically sitting tier one.
Pretty much.
Now, we're not going to lie, it did take us a while to get some videos. Um, Basically, we found out that our hand wasn't really consistent. Um, and I find that they destroy your field spell. Yeah, your link monsters are
Useless.
completely useless. Um, Hence why we use the skill, because if it does get destroyed, at least we've got another one
Another one.
without having to use up another spot. Um, so we get into it. So basically, if a summon great monster is sent to your graveyard, except Gazelle, um, during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can send one Salamangreat card from your deck to the graveyard. So basically, Gazelle is how you would get, if you didn't draw into your Raw, is how you get your Raw into the graveyard. Lady Debug, you can add one level 3 or lower Starburst type monster, which you'd obviously search for your Foxy or your Mia. We only run one of because we can basically go into Battle Links with this card. Jaguar, if this card attacks the defense for piercing damage, if you control a Summon Great Link monster while this card's in the graveyard, you can target one Summon Great monster in your graveyard except Jaguar. You can shuffle that card into your deck and special summon. So that's actually not bad. Foxy, basically, normal summon, you can excavate three top cards of your deck and then add one to your hand. Um, then, if this card is in the graveyard and a face-up spell or trap is on the field, you can discard one Summon Great card, special summon this card, then you can destroy one face-up spell or trap on the field, which is another way to make your plays. Um, Now, with Bison, I don't think there's many people using this card, but he's actually not that bad. But unfortunately, he does come in defense,
If
which
he didn't come in defense, it would be a lot better. But, eh,
so basically, if you've got three or more Summon Great monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. You can target fire link monsters in your graveyard up to the number of face-up cards your opponent controls, return them to the extra deck. Then you can negate the effects of face-up cards on your opponent controls until the end of this turn, up to the number of cards you've returned. So basically, you'll see in a video, um, but basically, like you can negate monster effects, continuous spells or field spells, continuous traps, um, which is nice. Falco, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one spell or trap in your graveyard, so attack it to your field. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Salamangreat monster you control except Falco, return that monster to the hand. And if you do special summon this card, it's obviously once per turn. So Falco is is how you would set
Raw.
Raw, because if you do it with Sunlight Wolf, it does banish in the next after you use it. So it's better to use Falco or obviously yeah, it's better to use Falco because then it goes straight to the graveyard. Fair. If a Salamangreat monster is normal summon or special summon, you can special summon this card. It's also second effect is you contribute off Salamangreat. Um, you can send Salamangreat cards from your hand or your field or face up on the field to the graveyard, then target one spell or trap card. Your opponent controls that set card cannot be activated this turn, which is pretty decent.
It's not a once per turn either.
Mia, you use Mia just for its effect to special summon. So if this card is added to your hand except by drawing it, so you could use your Salamangreat Circle, um, or your Falco. You could special summon, which does make it a lot easier to go into your plays. Uh, Silent mining is basically you could send a grave monster to the graveyard and then add a level 4 or lower, so it's another way to get your Gazelle onto the field. We all know what MST does. Circle, you can add a Salamangreat monster from your deck to your hand. Its second effect is you can target one of your link monsters, your Salamangreat link monsters you control, um, and that monster is unaffected by monster effects, which does come in handy. Um, Salamangreat Sanctuary, basically, um, if you link summon a Salamangreat link monster, you can use one Salamangreat link monster you control with its same name as the entire material. During the damage calculation, if your monster battles, you can pay 1000 life points, then target one link monster you control, make its attack 0, and if you do, gain life points equal to the original attack.
Never
Uh,
do that.
you never do that. Basically, um, you'd have this on the field, and it searches with uh, Bale links searches for it, and then basically when you go into your say Sunlight Wolf or your Leo, you would then link summon one of these two again, and then their effects will activate. So basically, yeah, the downfall to this deck is getting rid of the field spell. Getting rid of the field spell, their link monsters cannot do nothing. Salamangreat Raw, you can negate as long as you have a link monster on the field. You can negate an activation of a monster effect, trap spell, and then go straight to the graveyard. If this card's in your graveyard and you link summon, do not activate its effect in the graveyard because if you do, it will set.
And if you use it, it gets banished and you can't get it back.
Yeah, it says you can set this card but banish it when it leaves the field. If you do that, um, you pretty much can't stop anything they do. So we just never activate its effect
From
from
the
the
graveyard.
graveyard. Um, Heat Leo, basically, you when this card is linked, some you can target a spell or trap your opponent's spell and trap zone, shuffle it into the deck once per turn. If this card was link summoned using Salamangreat Heat Leo's material, you can target one face up in the field, monster in the field, and target one monster in your graveyard. The attack of the first target becomes equal to the other targets until the end of this turn. So let's basically say you're going up against Blue Eyes, who has 3000 attack. You activate Heat Leo's effect. You would then have, if you have Mia in the graveyard, you choose Mia. Blue Eyes,
And
Blue Eyes
Blue
White
Eyes
Dragons
goes
attack.
down to 800.
Sunlight Wolf. Basically, if a monster is normal special summon to the zones this card points to, except the damage step, you can add one fire monster from your graveyard to your hand. This is how you would get raw back as well, but if you do that, you cannot normal set, you can't normal summon or set or special summon monsters with the added monster's name during your main phase. Its second effect is if you control this card, if you control this card that was a link summoned using a Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf, you can add one spell trap from your graveyard to your hand. So you'd use its second effect to bring Raw back to your hand without and still be able to special summon. Salamangreat Balinks basically protects your monsters from destruction, and then you banish it from your graveyard. And also, this is the link monster that searches for your field spell. Um, like I said, we did change the deck around because we found out that drawing hand was never consistent. We're not always consistent, and but we got some nice little replays, and we'll get into them.
Just to show you what the deck can do. Up against the gore.
So basically, this was the last video we got gameplay that we did of it. But where basically we took Ladybug out, ran 3 Jaguar, 3 Falco, um, and 2 Needle Sealing. Which you'll see in here, you'll see how the play works. It's a pretty decent deck. The monsters do make this deck really consistent. I just feel like if you don't draw like your main cards, like your Mia or your Gazelle, um, it's kind of hard to make your plays.
Here we draw into needle selling.
But that's just um my opinion. Like we did struggle a bit. We know how to use the deck. It's just that we were never drawing. Our drawing starting hand was never consistent. So basically, he goes into his Link Monster, and then we waited till he used rematch, which he's about to do, and then we protect our monsters from destruction.
With the effect of Balinks.
So if you go into one Balinx, you're better off going to the second one so you can actually protect your monsters from destruction. And we just go into an Heat Leo just to send a card back to the hand, back to the deck, but he Forbidden Lance
Lance.
us, but doesn't matter.
Compulsory.
Raw,
Raw. To negate. Boom.
and
Boom.
there you go.
Compulsory is a good card. But unfortunately for him, we were able to negate it.
So you see videos of us, they've got gameplays of actually beating dudes, and then there's like dudes that just bounce. Like it is a somewhat frustrating deck to go up against. So like, look at this hand.
We've drawn hands like this quite a few times. Similarly.
It's special summon Gazelle. Get the field
Search for
spell.
Sanctuary. Gazelle's effect.
Go into sunlight. Go into sunlight again. Bring the raw back to the hand. Set it. And
And
he
then
MST'd us, but so we do it again. We special summon. Do it. We bring Mia. Then bring raw. We treacherous and then use Balix to protect it. And then he
and he
sleeps.
just scooped.
So that was.
Yeah, the deck's fun and all, but getting the hands you need is like getting the hands you need to do stuff like that is inconsistent with us.
And we're being straight up honest to that, saying that yeah um we
We struggled
we struggle to get good hit like starting hands. Like we were constantly finding ourselves shifting the deck.
every a lot. Not after every few duels. It was a while, but yeah, we
I
were
also
switching the deck up a lot.
and I also want to just note like every Duel Links Academy video we had that we've done. Um, Obviously when we first started, we recorded the losses, and obviously now we just do the wins. But with every video that we've done, we've lost a few times. We're not saying that these videos that we do, these decks are good and you're always going to win. It's not the case. Um, we basically
And we've always been honest.
we basically show you what the deck can do when it pops off. Um, but yeah, this deck here, we believe it or not, we got the first four replays. The first four replays we got weren't that bad. It was the last one we just our hand was never consistent, never. But yeah, I just want to state that out, guys. That yeah, just want to state that every deck video we've done on decks like Boojins and all that, we did suffer losses in between getting videos. But as you can see, we're up against photons, and obviously,
We were able to steal his Photon Lord with Crackdown.
but it's literally a dead card. Um, we cannot attack with it or use it for XYZ material, which we don't really run XYZ material anyway. But yeah, it's just basically we steal his card and that's it.
He did have the opportunity to take it back, which you see here in a bit, probably. He goes into his Photon Lord, I believe, this turn.
And then
Yep.
goes into full armor. So instead of popping this trap card, he pops his own monster, which is just hilarious.
I
Because
do believe if he destroyed the Crackdown, he would have gotten his monster back.
people don't read the cards, he would have actually got his monster back if he destroyed Crackdown. But um, no, we beat this dude. Yeah, we send his card back
Firewall
to him with
Dragon.
Firewall Dragon. We the skill we're using this time is
Um, Storm
just
Access.
yeah.
Yeah, we just send his card back to the hand, back to the extra deck, and just popped off.
So we did muck around with this deck a lot to try and get a more consistent starting hand.
Odeon.
This is a stall deck. Um, so Basically, this deck does stand up to stall decks. Skull Invitation. This is actually like just really annoying.
Love still decks, eh?
And we add Raw, go into Bear Links, search the field spell, special summon Gazelle, go into Hit Leo, send his other card back to his deck, and then we're going to use Foxy. Yeah, I believe it's. Oh no, he uses Kite Ride.
He's running out of resources here.
We use Fraud to negate.
Down to 700 life points here. He's got his full 4,000. Sunlight Wolf. Resummon Sunlight Wolf with the effect of Sanctuary. Get Raw back. Set that. And a bunch of doohickey. This deck is a little bit confusing. For me, at least.
And basically, he doesn't even use Kite Ride because he knows he's screwed. I use
County Gate.
Countergate, but we negate it. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's good to be able to recycle Salamangreat Raw when it doesn't get destroyed by MST.
Yep.
This person here is using magnets, and you're about to see how good Bison is.
Bison is a very situational card, in my opinion. But when you're able to use it, as you'll see in this game, it's pretty helpful.
So
Here
we
we use the effect of Raw to set it face down from the grave. Bring in Bison with Salamangreat Circle.
now we're summoning Bison.
He's got Warning Point. Negate with Raw. And since we brought Raw back from the grave instead of to the hand, it gets banished.
And then we activate Bison. Bison negates his Gamma and his field spell. And then he scoops.
And he skips.
And that is all for the replays. So we'll tell you, we should obviously you're gonna know where these cards are. So Gazelle is a level up reward. Lady Debug is in the Link Revolution box. A Jaguar is a level up reward. Foxy is a gate drop. Bison is in Link Revolution. Falco is in Link Revolution. Fowls in Link Revolution, same as Mia. Same as Cynet Mining. MT's in Atomic Theory or Selection Box 3. Salamangreat Circle is in Link Revolution. Sanctuary is a gate drop. Raw is a character level up. And Treacherous is in Vision of Ice or Selection Box 2. Heat Leo is in Link Revolution. Sunlight Warfare is a level up reward. And Balance is a gate drop. So basically, you've only got to go through the box for basically the Lady Debug, Bison, Falco, Foul, Mia, Silent Mining, Circle, and for Heat Leo. So basically, shouldn't be as painful. Yeah. Alright guys, well we hope you guys enjoyed the video, um, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Later, guys. Have a good day. Peace out.